Well guys, welcome back to another Scrapping Irish video, and in this one we're going to tear down one of the original PlayStations. I was going to say PS1, but it was just called PlayStation then because there was no such thing as a PS2. So, one of the original PlayStations. And before anyone goes off on one, you could have got a lot more selling that on eBay, you could have done this, you could have done that with it. Well, for those people who are going to say that, my email address is scrappingirish75@gmail.com, and if you want me to keep on them and you want to pay me more money for it when I pick them up, you put your email, put your name and your address there, and we can do a deal when I come across more of them. But I know there's not going to be too many people putting their names down because a lot of people like to give out but don't when it comes to putting the money where their mouth is. They'll stay quiet. Anyhow, that's my rant over for a second, because you see it all the time, people saying, oh, you could have got this, you could have got that. Well, look at, I'm tearing it down. That's what's going to happen. Like it or lump it. So on this, again, we have our security screws, is it? It's very hard to see there, yeah. Sort of like, is it? No, they're just regular screws. I was looking through the camera, but it was a bit hard to focus on it because I didn't want to focus. I was focusing on everything else but the screws. So we got them. And why am I tearing it down? Well, people have been asking me, what? I have a PlayStation, is there any gold in it? Is it worth tearing down? Is it worth taking apart? What should I do with it? My first thing is, if it's working, sell it. Second thing, if you can sell it for parts, you'll get more money for it for parts. We all don't know that. Thirdly, keep it. You never know, it make it more value as time goes on. And fourthly, scrap it out and see what's in it. So I'm going to scrap it out so you don't have to see what's in it. So let me get my tools ready. We'll start taking this apart and we'll see what's in there and what can we get for gold recovery out of it. And we'll go from there. Okay, so we've changed the angle a bit on the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So we're just going to take out these screws that are holding this together. It shouldn't be too much of a tear down because the older devices didn't put as much screws in as the newer stuff does. So we're hoping it's going to be a little bit easier to tear down. Who remembers playing on these as a kid? Who still has one to play, is still working and uses it every so often for some retro gaming? That'd be interesting to see. Put in the comments if you still have one and you still use it. Okay, so screws, shred. Don't think there's any hidden screws, is there? Oh, there's one up here that we missed. That I missed, shouldn't say we. You're not actually taking this apart, are you? So, whoa, that came apart so easy. Just some plastic. No value there really. There's a little switch there, is there, or something under there? Yeah, that's just little switches. Could be a little bit of silver in them. So first off, we have a power board. So we can see there, just a regular power board switch, which contains some little bit of silver, a little bit of copper there. Very easy to take off and get your copper from them. And again, have a look and see, will your scrapyard buy them as they are complete? Do they buy the power boards complete? Do you need to strip them down? If you take stuff off, will they dock some money on it? So we'll just take the power board out. We want to get to the other board that's in underneath here is our main board. I'm trying to see where is there another possible screw. There isn't. So that's our power board. Okay, so closer look at the power board. Again, I will take off them capacitors, them ceramic capacitors for silver recovery. Any of the switches, again, if there's a switch there, I usually take them off for silver. We'll take the copper off because it's very easy to get that copper. Then you can decide if you're stripping that out or not. That's again a decision for everyone to make themselves. Any of the fuses, I'll keep them for Ian Matthews. He loves a good old fuse. So they'll go into the Ian Matthews collection. And that's it on that power board. Nothing else major there that I can see that is worth taking off. The LED will possibly have a gold bond wire in it. If it's an LED light, but I doubt it's an LED light, but because of the age of it. Okay, now disconnect this. Seeing this comes off next, very easy to take off. That's our reader, so that's our laser reader, the same as you would have in thing. I'm just having a look to see if they're gold. They're not gold flash, so again, no gold flashing on that. I don't really do much with them readers, to be honest. Now, this is where we have to get a little bit more creative and see what's underneath here. So again, anywhere we see a screw, we'll take it out. And hopefully we can release this cover that's been held in here. Some wire, so insulated copper wire into your insulated copper wire bucket. Too small to be stripping down really, isn't it? I don't think it's worth the hassle of stripping something that small down. Okay, again we can take out the wire, see if it's gold plated, which it isn't. In here we have controllers, so sometimes they can be gold plated inside, so that can be broken down and see if there's any gold pins in there. We have another screw in here to get. I'm going to see what type of board is in under here. Now, I'm wondering, are these pins going to cause me a problem to take it off? Because I don't see any more screws anywhere. We have all the screws off, so essentially it should just pop off. But it doesn't look like it's going to pop off too easy. So, oh, this, sorry, I do apologize, it just pops off. And here's our main board underneath. We'll take off any of this protection stuff. If it comes off, this one is soldered on, so I'm not going to bother taking that off. Again, we have two more screws here that need to come off. Not a great board. I don't see any gold corner BGAs or anything on it. I see some IC chips which will have gold in them. I don't see a lot of gold flash and I don't see a lot of gold pins. So another few screws here. Okay, so again, just some tin shred and plastic, so no value there. And here's our main board. So what we'll try and do is we'll try and pop this off if we can, so we can get a look under there and see what the chips look like underneath here. So it's just held on actually in a few little soldered joints, so it's not fully soldered, so it should make it a little bit easier to take off. Just one more up here. There we go. So check that to see if it's aluminium. Feels like aluminium, so check out a magnet. But what are we looking at here on the main board? So again, we have possibly gold pins in here. So you can just about see them. Little gold pins. Again, gold connectors in here. Gold connectors in here. That's it on the visible gold connectors. You've got some in here, of course, and they're not gold, they're possibly. But the main thing I'll be taking off these boards is the chips. So we've got our chips here for IC. The IC chips will have gold usually inside them, gold bond wires. And again, I have videos up there on my channel where I have incinerated them chips and got the gold from them, and I'll be doing future ones as well. So looking at the board, there's not much more there on the board. There's a few tiny MLCCs which you can take off over here. These MLCCs will contain silver sometimes, not all the time, and platinum as well. The older ones possibly, so these would have been an older machine, possibly silver and platinum in there. And that's about it that I can see that I'll be looking to take off. So all the chips will come off, all the pins will come off, and the MLCCs, that's what I'll be taking off. So not a great board, but a lot of nice chips, I suppose. Be nicer if there was some gold corner VGAs ones among them, but there isn't. So there's not much there. Again, we have our power board, which you'll have your bit of copper from, you'll have a bit of silver from it, but you know, small little power board, and that's it. So that's what's inside a PlayStation, original PlayStation, guys. So if you're looking to say for gold recovery, you're just looking at chips. If you don't know how to do it, or you're not going to be able to recover the chips, then maybe there's no point in taking the item apart. So I can recover the gold from these, so I'll take it apart for them. But if I wasn't able to do that, sell it on eBay, guys, if you want to get rid of it, and you'll make more money than you will from scrap value of it. So as always, appreciate everyone that's taking the time to watch this video. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Hopefully we'll be working on some actual gold recovery material. So I've some stuff in acid at the moment, and hopefully them videos will be soon coming. So stay tuned. Catch you on the next one, guys. Stay safe, hit the like, and if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing.